What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Here to bring you something new to the channel, something fun. Doing it the first time ever, like a year-end review for the channel, my predictions, my discussion videos, giving you what's right, well, what I predicted right, and what I also got totally wrong. So, something just to look into. It's fun to look back at doing the channel from January all the way until now and seeing what went right, what went wrong, and also where to improve at next year, going into predictions and discussion videos and stuff like that. I'll be breaking down each one quickly. I'm not going to stay too long. And let me tell you this, it's a lot more misses than I got actually right. So we'll go with the rights first, since it's a smaller list, and we'll go and laugh about the negatives. Well, not negatives, but the ones I got wrong after the couple right ones that I did get. So let's get into it. And I have the dates, so you can go back to the channel and check the date, or also Google and check the date of when it actually happened. All these were before the trade, the free agency signing, whatever happened. So Dalvin Cook to the Cowboys. I did this video on January 3rd, 2024. Obviously, he signed, I think, in earlier or late into the season, or early in the season, I believe, somewhere in September. So I was on that super duper early. Dalvin Cook to the Cowboys. He didn't stay there long. I don't know why. Injuries or cut. I'm not quite sure. I didn't keep up with Dalvin Cook at all this year, but I know for sure Rico Dowdle and Zeke are getting carries since like week 3 or 4. So I don't know what happened to Cook. Was he cut? Was he injured? I'm not quite sure. I didn't look into it, but I know for this prediction, I was right. Next, this is one I take the most pride in. Kalen DeBoer, former Washington Husky head coach, going to Bama. I did that video January 10th, 2024. Nick Saban retirement happened. It was random to me. I was like, what in the world? Mind blown, the world going crazy. Everyone in the world was talking about Dan Lanning, Lane Kiffin, Dabo Sweeney. The list goes on. There's a bunch of names out there. And I decided to go with Kalen DeBoer. To me, made the most sense. It ended up happening. Now, the first year results, it was okay. I thought it was pretty cool, but, it could be better. Does the fan base like him? Do the players like him? That's kind of iffy. But as far as the prediction goes, I did get that right. This is one of my, like I said, one of my most proudest ones for the year, and probably my whole YouTube career, doing it for 4 years now. This is one of my favorite ones because this is the one that, like, it felt like the whole world felt like it wasn't going to be him, and it ended up being him. So, Kalen DeBoer to Bama, January 10th. Next one, this was an NFL rumor video, but I doing the video, I pounded this into the ground. I thought it would happen. Stefon Diggs to the Houston Texans. February 5th, 2024. I was on it heavy. I was on it early, and I thought it would happen, and it did happen later on. Was it free agency or was it a trade? I don't remember exactly. It might have been just a free agency signing. Now, what was the trade? I don't remember, but whatever. Stephon to the Diggs. It made sense. It worked out, and it did happen. For the Texans and for Diggs, it didn't quite work out. He got injured halfway through the year, so that's that. But for at least video purposes, I will take the prediction, or at least hammering the rumor and hammering the move, saying what happened. I will take that credit. So Diggs to the Texans, February 5th. I got that one. One of my favorites as well. This one was close to not happening. Darnell Mooney to my Atlanta Falcons, February 21st. Now, the reason why I say it was close to not happening, I had Darnell Mooney going to the Chiefs. I had Darnell Mooney going to, who else was it? The Chiefs and somewhere else. But the Falcons were not in my plans. But I love my Falcons. But I saw Ryan Pace, former GM for the Bears. He had a hand in picking Mooney. I really, really like Mooney. Even with Fields, Mooney had deep shots and all that stuff. And I thought, oh, we get Kirk Cousins, gonna be crazy with Mooney. It ended up being crazy for a couple moments, a couple moments throughout the season here and there. But long story short, I really liked Mooney, and I thought he made sense in Atlanta, and he came. So I got that one right. February 21st, Mooney to my Falcons. Another one, March 5th, 2024. Jacoby Brissett returning to New England. He left for a while, went to Washington. Where else did he go to? Brissett went a couple other places, Cleveland, I believe. But I figured with Gerard Mayo and them probably picking a young quarterback, I figured Brissett would come back and be a bridge quarterback, and he did just that for a couple games until Drake May had took over. So Brissett to New England to me was a layup. I thought it would happen. It made sense. It did happen. Another one I'm proud of. The same day. Was January and March. I forgot dates for a second. March 5th, Xavier McKinney goes to Green Bay. Makes sense to me. They brought in the college DC. They want to prioritize safety, and they needed a playmaker back there, and they had the money and they had the need for it. And McKinney to me made sense. It was hard. It was between Xavier McKinney or Cameron Curl, and I just thought McKinney made more sense. So I was right there. McKinney goes to Green Bay. This is one I forgot all about, and this is forgot the months again. April 4th, April 3rd. Josh Allen to win MVP without Stephon Diggs. Now I did a whole video on it the same day. Well, the same video that Josh Allen will be the MVP favorite without Stephon Diggs. And I basically called it. I said, without Stephon Diggs, he will have more room to operate, more guys to throw to. Shakir, I love Dawson Knox, I love Kincaid. I knew they'll bring in more other guys, more veterans, but they end up getting Curtis Samuel. They end up getting Mac Hollins. The list goes on. But I was very excited to see Josh Allen, and I figured it was his time. It was due time for him to win MVP, especially without trying to give the ball to Stephon Diggs every other play. So I thought losing Diggs would free up Josh Allen. And just to keep the video not too long, I did July 23rd. Washington Commanders will be a threat. Now, this is kind of a lower win because the video was a hot take video. I did a hot take video. The Commanders will win the NFC East. They're not going to win the East, but I said in that video as well, if they don't win the East, they will be in the playoffs. And it's looking like so far they will be in the playoffs, so I'll take credit for that. August 27th, Jets make or break. I did a video. There's no in between. Jets will either be great or they'll be trash, and they have been trash. So got that video, and this is my last one. This is still pending, but it could still happen. And this is my last prediction for the year that's not failed. Cliff Kingsbury to the Bears, and I put in my title in my notes, not confirmed, but it could happen. I did that video September 24th, I believe, week 3, week 4, week 5. I was in early on it. I still feel strong about it, kind of, sort of. But Cliff to the Bears, to me, makes sense. Everyone in the world knew Eberflus would get fired. Caleb, I didn't think Caleb would struggle this much, but Eberflus will get fired. They need someone, an offensive mind, to help Caleb. Cliff Kingsbury makes sense. So Cliff Kingsbury to the Bears, not confirmed, but it could happen in 2025. Now, trying to hurry up, don't want the video to be too long. A lot of wrongs, so I'm gonna fly through them a little bit. Not too much explanation, a little bit, but not too much. Atlanta Falcons, my Falcons to get Ben Johnson. If I said it in that video, if we didn't get Ben Johnson, I wanted Bobby Slowik from the Texans. Bobby Slowik would have been a terrible option. He's not even a good OC this year for the Texans. But also, we did not get Ben Johnson, so I was wrong there. I had Dan Quinn, the current Washington Commanders coach. I knew he would get a job. I thought he would replace Pete Carroll in Seattle, one of his former stopping grounds. I did not think he would be going to the Commanders, so I was wrong there. Brandon Ayuk to the Commanders. I thought it made sense. I don't know if this video was after. I got to go back and check the date. I don't know if this was after them getting Daniels or not, but I knew they would get a rookie quarterback, obviously. But I thought they needed help. I still think Terry McLaurin needs help, and just didn't happen. But Ayuk did hit the trade market. Commanders were in the mix a little bit, so reports say, but the Steelers were the closest. But he didn't go in anywhere. He ended up staying with the 49ers, so I was wrong there. Gabe Davis to the Giants. I thought it made sense. Them needing more receiving help. He was a free agent. Brian Daboll connection just didn't happen. He went to Jacksonville. Justin Fields to the Patriots didn't happen. This was this was around the time when the rumor was they might not go a rookie quarterback. I thought Fields could have been a good bridge quarterback for a year or two to see what they had, and wait till next year, wait till the future draft. I was wrong there, totally wrong. Danielle Hunter to the Rams. I was on this heavy. I don't know if this was before Aaron Donald retired or after, but I still felt good about it. Didn't happen. Obviously, Danielle Hunter went to the Texans. Didn't see that one coming for me personally, but Danielle Hunter to the Rams was my big prediction during the spring. Devin White, former Buccaneers linebacker, I had him going to the Vikings. I thought he would have been a great fit in the middle linebacking role for Brian Flores' defense for the Vikings. I still think he would be a great fit. Just didn't happen. He went to the Eagles, got released, and he went to the where did Devin White go to? I forgot now. But yeah, he didn't go to the Vikings. I don't think he did. So yeah, I was wrong there. Zach Wilson to the Chargers. I thought he could back up Justin Herbert for a little bit, maybe get some playing time. We know Herbert does get banged up a little bit, but didn't happen. Zach Wilson went to the Broncos. Not Brandon Jacobs, Josh Jacobs, Packers running back. I thought he would go to Baltimore. I didn't think Henry. Excuse me. I thought Henry would go to the Eagles. I didn't do a video on it, but I thought it would happen. Jacobs obviously went to Jacobs went to Green Bay. Henry went to Baltimore, so I was wrong there. Saquon Barkley to the Chicago Bears. I thought, and I was kind of right, not on Barkley, but the Bears would want to surround Caleb with veteran weapons. Kenyon Allen, I thought a veteran running back would help. I thought an explosive running back would help. And Swift is kind of explosive, kind of sort of. But I thought they would spend that bread and go with Saquon. I didn't think the Eagles would land Saquon, so I was wrong there. Hollywood Brown to Denver Broncos was wrong. Joey Bosa to the Colts, super wrong because he's still with the Chargers. I thought they would trade or release him. They did neither. T. Higgins to the Jacksonville Jaguars, didn't get moved on from. I was wrong there. I did Ayuk to the Jaguars. Um, his connection to shoot. Why did I no? T. Higgins to the Jaguars, his connection to Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne, that Clemson connection. I was wrong there. Then Ayuk to the Jaguars just because he wanted to get out. T. Higgins ended up not leaving. I was wrong to Ayuk to Jacksonville as well. Spencer Rattler draft night. I thought he'll be drafted to the Giants to back up Daniel Jones and eventually start. Didn't happen, but that did happen to the Saints. But I was wrong. I thought Rattler going to the Giants. I still got more to go. I'm gonna go off pretty fast, no explanations, because the video's getting kind of long. ATL to draft Kool-Aid McKinstry in day 2 didn't happen. He went to our division rival, the Saints. Stephon Gilmore to the Packers. I was wrong. He went to the division rival, the Minnesota Vikings. So I'm kind of on the same. I'm kind of sort of on the right path, just not down the right street, if that makes sense. But I'm kind of in the right area. Uh, Trey Hendrickson, Bengals, I think the sack leader for the entire year. I had him coming to the Falcons. He was unhappy. He didn't get moved on from. So we got Matthew Judon. And Judon is on his list as well. I'll go to him now. Judon to the Kansas City Chiefs. I did a video prior to that video saying Judon will get traded. 5 players who will get traded. Judon led that list for me. I said he was the first one. I said he will get traded just to I don't know who. The Ravens, the Chiefs, whatever. But he ended up going to my Falcons. But I thought he would go to the Chiefs. One I will be wrong on, and I kind of am wrong on now. I did a discussion video. No chance Shedeur Sanders is number 1 overall pick. Didn't think it would happen. He does have a chance to get there. Raiders or Giants could pick him, so I was wrong there. Tyler Boyd to Detroit Lions. They didn't resign Josh Reynolds last offseason. I didn't think of Tim Patrick going there. I really didn't. I thought Tyler Boyd would make a lot of sense there. Didn't happen. James Bradbury trade to the Colts. I thought, and they still do, they needed cornerback help. Didn't happen. Bradbury is with the Eagles still. Miles Sanders to the Colts. Philly connection with Shane Steichen. A backup for Jonathan Taylor. Didn't happen. I was wrong there. He's out for the year with the Panthers. Super Bowl prediction. My prediction was the Texans versus the Packers, and that most likely won't happen. Tank Dell out for a year now with a nasty injury, maybe out next year as well. And then the Packers could possibly get to the Super Bowl, but the Texans probably not. Sticking with the Texans, John Mechie to the Atlanta Falcons. I thought John Mechie needed more playing time. At that time during this video, we lost Rondale Moore to a season-ending injury in the preseason or in practice, something like that. So I thought John Mechie to the Falcons made sense. He didn't get moved on from, and we brought in Ray McClellan. No, well, we had him already, but we brought in some other guys. We didn't bring in John Mechie. My latest one, my last two prediction videos wrong. Cooper Kupp to the Bucks. Chris Godwin just got hurt. I hopped on it. It sounds crazy. I hopped on the bandwagon. Cooper Kupp being traded. He's still with the Rams trying to get into the playoffs, but I thought it made sense. I still do. Maybe in the offseason we'll see what happens, but I was wrong there. And then my last one, Deontay Johnson, who just got recently waived from the Ravens, and this could happen. So I kind of got to take this off. But Deontay Johnson to the Texans. I did that obviously after the Panthers released him or traded or was going to trade him, whatever. Excuse me. I'm losing my voice. Last one. I had Johnson going to the Texans, and he went to the Ravens, got released, and there's a chance now Tank Dell is out that we could see Johnson go to the Texans. So this could be one that goes to the right instead of the wrong list. But this is a video, guys. Hope you stayed this long. Pretty fun to look at my right and my wrongs. Like I said, a lot of right and a lot of wrongs, a little bit of rights, but it's fun to do it nonetheless, guys. So year in review to 2024 YouTube year, and we will see you guys next time with more predictions. That's it for video, guys. Bye.